A cultural icon is an artifact that is recognized by members of a culture or subculture as representing some aspect of cultural identity. Its form, therefore, is distinct, reproducible, durable, and representing some narrative that is understood by the receptive group. Cultural icons vary widely, and may be visual, audio, an actual object including a building or a vehicle, an event, a person or group of people, or may be applied to less tangible concepts and ideas. Religious icons can also become cultural icons in societies where religion and culture are deeply entwined, such as representations of the Madonna in societies with a strong Catholic tradition. In the media, many items of popular culture have been called iconic despite their lack of durability. Some commentators believe that the word is overused or misused, although an alternative view is that the very availability of the media leads to an increase of narrative meaning between image and subject in common usage. National icons. A web-based survey was set up in 2006 allowing the public to nominate their ideas for national icons of England, and the results reflect the range of different types of icon associated with an English view of English culture. Some examples are, Big Ben, Cup of Tea, Red Telephone Box, Red Routemaster London double-decker bus, Spitfire, a World War II fighter aircraft, English eccentricity, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, the 1967 album by the Beatles. Many of these may be recognizably English to other nationalities, but may have different connotations. Matryoshka dolls are seen internationally as cultural icons of Russia. At the 2014 Sochi Winter Olympic Games, as at other international sporting events, the opening and closing ceremonies were littered with national icons. The values, norms and ideals represented by a cultural icon vary both among people who subscribe to it, and more widely among other people who may interpret cultural icons as symbolizing quite different values. Thus an apple pie is a cultural icon of the United States, but Americans may not agree on what it symbolizes. The term has varying meanings. It is described by Dr. Mike Parker as the contested and poorly defined subject area of cultural iconicity. National icons can become targets for those opposing or criticizing a regime, for example, crowds destroying statues of Lenin in Eastern Europe after the fall of communism, or burning the Stars and Stripes flag to protest about U.S. actions abroad. Use in popular media. Describing something as iconic or as an icon has become very common in the popular media. This has drawn criticism from some. A writer in Liverpool Daily Post calls iconic a word that makes my flesh creep, a word pressed into service to describe almost anything. The Christian Examiner nominates iconic in its list of overused words, finding over 18,000 iconic references in news stories alone, with another 30,000 for icon, including its use for SpongeBob SquarePants. See also, category, lists of cultural icons, pop icon, popular culture, references. Bibliography, by Derman, Hans. Dictionary of Symbolism, Cultural Icons and the Meanings Behind Them. Meridiner, Brooker, Will. Batman Unmasked, Analyzing a Cultural Icon. Continuumer, Edwards, Peter. Carl and Enkel, and Elspeth Graham. The Horse as Cultural Icon, the Real and a Symbolic Horse in the Early Modern World. Briller, Foudy, Julie. Leslie Hayward and Shari L. Dworkin. Built to Win, the Female Athlete as Cultural Icon. University of Minnesota Presser, Gilbert, Eric. The Dow as Cultural Icon. Boston University Heyer, Paul. Titanic Century, Media, Myth, and the Making of a Cultural Icon. Praeger, Heyer, Paul. Titanic Century, Media, Myth, and the Making of a Cultural Icon. Praeger, Mayer, Dennis C. Claes Paul R. France and 80 Icons Culturals. Hocheta, Nelkin, Dorothy and M. Susan Lindy. The DNA Mystique, the Gene as a Cultural Icon. University of Michigan Press. Rydam Skills, Gretchen J. Plato's Timaeus as Cultural Icon. University of Notre Dame Press. External links, Are New Icons by the Daily Telegraph, Nothing and No One Are Off Limits in an Age of Iconomania by The Age, British Postal Museum and Archive, Icons of England, Culture 24, Icons of England.